Hey, what's up everyone? It's Mike Pellegrini with Vegas Showbiz. I'm coming at you from the Mirage Theater tonight. I'm here to see Shin Lim's show, Limitless. This has been on the top of my list for a while. I don't know how much longer it's going to be playing. Mirage is going to be closing this year and transforming to Hard Rock Las Vegas. If you're not aware of that, you got to check out our other video about the Mirage, and I will link to that. But tonight it's all about Shin Lim. It's about magic, and I can't wait to give our thoughts afterwards. So we'll see you then. Thank you.
Welcome to Vegas Showbiz.
Hey, what's up everyone? It's Mike and Jessica Pellegrini from Vegas Showbiz. We are the day after seeing Shin Lim and wanted to talk about our experience. I'll start off by saying this is kind of a different video because normally if we're reviewing some sort of event, I like to share as much footage of that event as I can. This being a magic show, it just didn't really seem appropriate. I don't even know about legality or not, but either way, it just didn't seem right to try to capture that and share it. So you're just gonna have to take our word for it, I guess. The credentials are there as well. If you don't know, Shin Lim is the only person to win America's Got Talent 2 times. And we learned last night that he was declared the all-time winner of America's Got Talent, which I have no argument with at this point. The show was awesome. We took our cover photo videos beforehand, kind of wondering, is it gonna be good, not so good, whatever. And I'm 2 thumbs up all the way.
For sure, same.
Yeah, super entertaining. One thing I'll say that was interesting about the show right away is that Colin Cloud, who is the, I guess you would say, supporting act with Shin Lim, doesn't really get much billing beyond being physically at the Mirage. So if you're looking up the show online, you don't see anything about Colin Cloud. When you're at the Mirage and you see the advertisements, you see both of them there and their names are printed. But that was really the only way that I knew that he was a part of the show. And honestly, he brought a lot to the show. I thought he's kind of, if you're not familiar with his act, he's kind of like Sherlock Holmes, kind of got this Scottish sort of accent.
Mind reader, yeah.
Yeah, mind reading, mentalism. He's doing comedy.
He doesn't just have a Scottish accent. He's Scottish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the real deal. I looked him up today.
Wasn't sure about that.
Yeah, he's more of a mental magician.
Number magic, for lack of a better term. He's got the crowd with their phone calculators out, all doing the same thing together. We got a little mixed up. And
he has a history in psychology.
Interesting. Okay. So he was great. he brought a lot. The comedy, just the willingness to react and improv was really spot on. And he came out not only for the opening to warm the crowd up, but he came out, I think, 3 separate times.
He's almost like an MC.
Yeah.
Told the story of
exactly.
the show, kept it flowing, gave Shin Lim breaks, if you will.
Right.
To sort of cut the show up, and it was super funny and timely, and not rehearsed, because these were jokes that were feeding off of the crowd.
Yeah, his improv was money.
Right. Yeah, he really was. He was good enough that I think if he had his own show, I would be interested in seeing it.
That's a good point. Yeah. But obviously, we are there to see Shin Lim as well. It's his main name on the billing there, and he was incredible.
He was great. I was surprised. Had I known it was all card tricks, I don't think I would have been all that excited. But they were crazy.
This takes card tricks to a new level, right?
Changing suits. All of a sudden, a card goes from being the king of diamonds to the king of spades, or when you were saying that defying gravity, the cars sort of fly upwards.
Floating upward from one hand to the other.
The finale, we definitely don't want to give that away, but the very final trick, if you will, was awesome.
I'll just say,
you could hear the whole crowd gasp.
Yeah, and we were extremely close to the ending of that trick, and it was really cool. It was really random.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
Lots of crowd interaction, which I think is always cool. Several adults pulled up on stage. A couple of kids pulled up on stage. It was fun, and seeing the interaction with the stranger, you think you can't prepare for that.
Yeah, I thought that, we have kids, and would I bring my kids to the show? Yeah, I would. I think they would very much enjoy it. They would get caught up in the energy and the excitement. They would enjoy the sleight of hand. Shin Lim is just an incredible performer. I was trying to go back and forth between watching him directly on stage versus watching the video of him up and onto the sides and behind him. And no matter what, the things that were happening were kind of hard to believe. It's just that he's so talented and so rehearsed. I don't know how to put it, but he's funny too. He interacts with the crowd and he's a performer, but his skills with these cards, making them go blank, making cards that have a red face on the back turn blue.
Or a blank card all of a sudden has a word on it.
Yeah, there was crowd interaction. In fact, when you sit down at your seat, there is a little packet with 4 cards in it. And the first real trick that Shin Lim does, after kind of being the warm-up with Colin Cloud, then Shin Lim comes out. I don't want to give too much away, but it's an audience participation trick. It works for about 90% of the people that do it. It worked for me, and it worked for everybody else around me, but not for this one. That one didn't work out.
But it didn't matter. Even though it didn't work for me, it wasn't lost on me because I could see that it worked for everybody around me. So that was cool. And actually, it's worthy to say that we bought tickets day up.
Yes.
So we didn't maybe get the seat that we would have chosen had we been prepared ahead of time. Our seats were the last row in the center, but of the last row, and it didn't matter. Like I didn't feel like I was missing out on anything because we were further back. In fact, not at all. There were people that got called on that were right in front of us. The multiple screens made it easy to see what was going on. I don't think there's probably a bad seat. That being said, if we were in the very back, and I felt like I had just as good of an experience as anybody else.
Yeah, that Mirage Theater is cool. They do a lot of stand-up comedy in there as well. This was a little bit of an experiment on our end, just to say, hey, it's Vegas, it's Saturday. I went down shopping for tickets at about noon, tried a couple different places, ended up at the MGM box office by the Ka Theater, and they were able to look at all the properties, and they said, what's your number one? And I said Shin Lim, partially because I don't know what the future for Shin Lim's show is going to be, right? I mean, if you haven't heard, the Mirage is going away. We talked about that before. I linked to the video that we made about it. We love the Mirage. We're fans of that place, and we're sad to see it go. But I'm really curious, you've got Shin Lim performing there. You've got the Love Show with the Beatles, which seems like the most natural fit for hard rock. But Shin Lim is great. I don't know. Is he sticking with the property, or is he contracted to MGM and going to a different MGM location? Because there are plenty of those. I don't know. I'm curious to see how that plays out. But we wanted to see it while we could at the Mirage because I heard it was good, and it definitely exceeded my expectations.
Same. Didn't disappoint for sure. We were both walking out of there like, how did that happen? How did he do that?
Yeah, and everybody was.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was good crowd energy.
It was a really great show.
Yeah, cool. Well, we hope you enjoyed it. Again, kind of a different video. We can't show very much, but hope you got our enthusiasm for it and would take that for something. Check it out if you can. And, if you don't mind, like the video, subscribe to our channel. There's all kinds of other stuff on the way. So we'll see you there. Thank you.
Thank you for watching this Vegas Showbiz production. Goodbye.